Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. The Longhorns kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bobcats offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Under fire. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward and drive moving. Jackson gonna throw it. Struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Longhorns offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first them in this one. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This offense has it with really good field position. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's 3rd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Jackson will throw. Caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs, man.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bobcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Go.
Pulls it, fired complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. First carry of the season for this transfer. Picks up the 1st down. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Jackson gonna throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's battle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just keeps slinging it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Jackson will throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive.
He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's Arts to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in 2 who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game, and they so many good things to you, but just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Finds the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Arch Madness. Makes the catch. It's Townsend.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Quick release on the RPO. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning to the air again. They're working that left side. Powers through the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Dropping back, it's Manning. Dances away to buy time. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Just keeps moving. He has 89 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Jackson gonna throw it.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to find the end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Burgess. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Might have a chance. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
The throw to the outside is complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the option. Pitch to the corner. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas State. They take the lead with the 6.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They go play action with Manning. Caught in the backfield. It's Smothers.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Tight end now in motion. Quick release by the QB. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. But you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll give it to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Arch is going to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. Finds a crease at the 20. To the house. Touchdown. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson will throw. Using the quick game. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it, looking for a 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Burgess. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense. They're turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking for room, it's Jenkins. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires left. Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning.
Touchdown, Texas State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes one man miss. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Manning to throw. That's caught. It smothers. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. unloads quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Manning with a play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Manning. Got it. Touchdown, Texas. And they grab the advantage. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Jackson will throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous...
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, looking to pass. Gets it out fast.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and force the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Really nice play call there. You've got enough time to run the ball and mix it in if you want, understanding you're putting yourself in position now to go win this game.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. There's some room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready? Go.
The gift to the right. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The Longhorns will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jackson gonna throw it. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete. A last